Hello, thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller, Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is a couple things. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on the website to increase your online presence, your traffic, and your leads even more in the area. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in an area, see those techniques, could outrank them, and get you more on the top of the page of Google with different service areas to increase your traffic and your presence. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's talk about these steps. So first, on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depend on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now you got a nicely laid out website. Wouldn't change anything in the front end, it's nicely laid out, but I would just increase some of the things you can't really see on the website on the back end. For instance, keywords that increase your traffic and your visibility, not only in Parma because you have great visibility there in that Ohio area, but as you go up north towards Cleveland and more competitive markets, the stronger the website is, the more presence you'll have in those areas. So speaking of Google, I'll just plug this in because I know this is in your backyard, and this is a service you do, plumber, Parma, Ohio. So here's what typically comes up. Ads come up here. This is one strategy that you could invest in if you haven't done this already. You can have Google ads right here, and you can optimize these to beat some of these competitors, to be right in the front of the faces of consumers. So again, this is increasing your presence. So you have good presence already, but you could always increase more traffic and presence. So right here, you're in the map pack here already for Parma. So good job. But I'll explain that more in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be at the top of the page for any kind of service you do or any kind of area you serve. And typically we don't count directories like Angie's List and Yelp because consumers, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's an emergency type of service. And bam, there you are. You're number one. You're the top competitor in this area. So good job here. But again, this is increasing traffic in the area, not just Parma, but in that Cleveland area. So I don't even know if you go to Cleveland, but I'll just do a search for Cleveland, plumber, Cleveland, Ohio. So I'm going to do a comparison to a top competitor in this area, just to show you, the more optimized your website, the more traffic and leads, and the more you just outrank competitors throughout your whole area. So your top competitor in this area for Cleveland is this HJack. So I'll compare your website to his. And to do that comparison, there's a tool here we use called Ahrefs, and here's your URL right here. So right now, you have 56 keywords on your website. So that's one thing I would just increase, even though you have a nicely laid out website, just increase your keywords. So the more keywords you have, the more visibility you have in all the service areas that you provide for. So definitely keep the ones that you have already. They're good high search volume, but you could also tag them to different. See, you go in Cleveland right here, I could tell. So that's the keyword that you have, and you could tag one to all the cities that you go to, and that's how you start outranking competitors before you match them. So here's HJack's website here, and here's his URL, here's his numbers. So right there, he's using over 1,000 keywords. That's why he's the top competitor in that Cleveland area. Great thing about keywords though, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You could take the ones that apply to you. As long as it applies to you, you could, like if you go to Jamestown, you could put that on your website as well. You could optimize that. That's a lot of search volume there. And that's just how you start ranking big competitors in the area. Second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, and then Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins, but keep it in mind, it's not all about the quality of the backlinks, it's about the quantity. So you have to have a good quantity of backlinks. And I could tell you have some good quantity backlinks as well, and quality, because you have 362 backlinks with 100 reference domains, and you have this immediate strength right here. That's a good number. So good job there. But just compare that to a top competitor and see what they're doing to be ranked high. Yeah, they have over 2,000 backlinks with 277 reference domains. You actually have more immediate strength than them, but they've been around a while, so this is giving them some push in the Cleveland area. So the goal is to, eventually, you can't get here overnight with these numbers, but you add to your numbers every so often. You can look at their backlinks too, see what follows, see what's strong, also add them to your website. And over time, you get here and you start outranking this competitor. So you want your numbers to look like this with this traffic, 1,000 or almost 2,000, compared to the traffic you're getting now with this 256. Then finally, there's citations. So I'm going to go back because you've got to have a business address to do this. So we'll focus on Parma here because So citations is where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. And citations help you rank in this map pack here, which you are already, so you're a top competitor. And to stay there, you just want to increase them with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, and also keep a strong social media presence. Don't let these competitors outrank you, because you want to stay in the top 3. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click for services, people don't click this button for more businesses. So stay in this top 3 right here and keep being found by Google on the internet there. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it, to be organically in the top here with all the services that you do and also all the areas that you provide for, not just Parma, but all those service areas. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. And also, as I said, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more traffic and leads. So if you do find yourself wanting to scale as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I could help out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about goals and I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and how to reach those goals. So if you could leave me a line of feedback, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.